There you go.
Here we go. We gotta get them, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Feed me your energy, y'all. Feed it back. Feed me your energy, y'all. Feed it back. Feed me your energy, y'all. Feed it back. Feedback.
Death has been in my life for many years and still bond to come, blowing strongly like the wind, always talking the sweetest one. Too strong to cry, humble, whisper to myself. Thinking of the times death passed me by when I knew there was no hope left. Glory to God through Him. All things can be done. The plan I've had for me was receiving you, my most precious, something like that. Light brighten in the sun. Something. Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Or you got one you want?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's all.
Feed me your energy, y'all. Feed it back.
Feed me your energy, y'all. Feed it back. Feed me your energy, y'all. Feed it back. Feedback.
So I come from a place where the sun always shines and no one is up to now. A place where love is shared among all and families stay together, which leaves no space for gangs and drugs. A place where everyone knows Black Lives Matter. A place that is carefree. A place where we don't boo people like Emmett Till, Miss Glenn, and Dr. King. I come from a place where truth is all that's spoken. A place where we are all safe. A place where everyone has a voice. I come from a place where unnecessary blood is not shed. A place where everyone knows Jesus is our Savior. A place where heartache doesn't exist and young women don't get raped. And young men don't demean. A place where we all pray and give thanks. I come from a place where dreams come true and Black Americans are seen as equal. I come from a place of greatness and knowledge.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Wow. Mine is the same.
Yours. Okay. All right. We got to discuss a group name because we got to figure out today what the group name is going to be. Anybody come back? You all were supposed to come back with ideas. And I had what we had last week was poetry tree, poetic justice, and lyrical power. You like that? You like that one? Yeah. No, it wasn't. Don't even try it. Miss Robin gave that as her idea, and I loved it.
I ain't gonna help you.
Lyrical power.
Lyrical power. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is Miss Robin.
Any ideas? Do y'all like lyrical power?
I do.
Yeah.
So is that what we're gonna go with?
Yeah.
Okay,
Lyrical
lyrical
power.
power.
Y'all just get
Yeah,
yourself right.
A brand.
Right. That's right. And y'all live up to it. Speak powerful.
So how more appropriate is the weight of my words are very heavy. So I must be careful what I speak. I mean, I want y'all to hear that sentence in your head all the time.
Yep. Because your words can break people down or build them up.
Or build them
It's
up.
your choice. You want to be superheroes or super zeros.
How many of y'all go to church? How many read the Bible? Okay, how many are familiar with this scripture that death and life is in the power of your own tongue? You notice why scripture says death first versus life? Oh yeah, that's Mr. Tucker. Just don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Tucker, how you doing?
Mr. T.
And the brethren, how are you doing?
Some chairs.
Oh, pretty girl.
Hello, how you doing?
Fine. How you doing, dog? Taking care of yourself? That's my daughter.
Hey, how you doing?
My baby girl.
She looks just like you.
Have mercy.
We got you a cushion one.
You got some good cushion?
Okay. That's nice. brought my one. I thought we all were going to bring one. Next week, I got to bring 2. You see. So next week, you got to bring 2. We all settle on one.
We got to bring 2.
So we just finally came up with a name for our group,
Okay.
Mr. Tucker. We're gonna go with Lyrical Power.
Wow.
That is the name of our poetry team.
Change that right now. Beautiful.
Miss Robin gave that to us, and we all loved it, so that's what we're gonna go with.
Y'all bring.
It speaks volumes.
It's official.
Is there anybody in the group that draws? Kind of.
Yeah.
My daughter knows too.
So what I'd like to put out there is that we can get some drawings of what our logo should look like.
And also do this. We was talking about it in the beginning. I'm big on acronyms. So the lyrical, think of what those letters could be.
Yes.
It can be leadership, youthfulness, you know.
Radical.
Make that, you know what I'm saying? Make
Yeah.
them words become life to you as well. Something that stands for what your brand want to be. It means a lot to you, and break it down and make lyrical stand for more than just lyrical.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what he just gave us was a tagline, basically.
Work that lyrical power.
So next week, you can draw a sample for us, Eric, of what you think our logo should be for the name Lyrical Power? Because I know you're an artist. I remember when you were at Hensel South, and I know your mom, Sydney, and I know your brother,
Yes.
Vaughn. Yeah, thank you.
We know.
And your dad. And I know you're an artist. And so if we could just get some samples of, so then we'll be moving on to t-shirts.
What I'm seeing is too hard, probably for me. I can't paint, I can't draw, none of that. But I just see images. I instantly just saw a brick wall
Okay.
with a microphone laying on the outside of the wall, and the wall broken open with the chords spelling out lyrical power.
Oh, wow.
And then other words are just spread it on the bricks that's
I like
laying
that.
down.
Power is the electrical
The
power.
power, yeah.
Wow.
The power of the mic,
You
maybe,
know,
of the
right,
spoken word.
the spoken
I
words,
like
and
that.
then like the words that they want to stand by on their brand could be on the bricks that's
It could be on the bricks.
all around the foundation. Just, I don't know.
No, I like that.
The words, so the power of the words are
Breaking the wall.
Breaking walls.
Yeah.
Barriers.
wow. That's,
And that could be part of your tagline, breaking walls, breaking
Woo.
barriers.
God is good.
You think you can help us with that, Erica? Draw for us something?
I suppose so.
I make stick figures, man. I'm still stuck. Yeah.
We need a little more than a stick figure.
I know.
Well, okay. What do you guys want me to draw?
Did you hear the conversation just now, even the wall breaking apart because of the power of one's thoughts expressed through words?
Yeah.
That would be a dream that he has in mind. So what we can do is work.
Just something, you know.
Imagine right now, everybody's standing in a circle, sort of like a semicircle
Yeah.
outside. And then they all just exude power from themselves.
Exude.
And this particular wall begins to crush. You know, like the air coming in, like power coming in. That's what he refers to as lyrical power. See it. Trying to see that somebody standing outside is sending energy through a wall until the wall cracks and begins to give away.
So you want me to draw someone that's actually using their voice to break down a wall?
Yeah.
The power of the
This is-
words they're
this is-
speaking. Yeah. That's what the image
Does she do poetry?
should suggest.
I'm gonna show
You do poetry?
Oh,
That's
not very much.
Because I don't either, okay? So if I weren't here for the last 2 weeks, this conversation would have no meaning. So I don't think it's fair to her
oh,
to just
okay.
grasp the concept right away. I would be totally lost if I weren't here for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So what we're doing here is really teaching and expressing ourselves using the spoken word to change our lives inside and change the lives of other people out there. All right, and also to express the things that we're feeling at the same time. Anything else?
Some years ago, by the name of Karen Horney, and her whole business of thought. She's a theorist, a psychological theorist, and her whole thesis is on the fact that how we converse, how we convey thought, shapes our thinking. You see. So if you keep calling yourself, and you've heard it many times, ugly, 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 you are going to eventually look ugly. But if you think yourself to have the bearing of someone majestic, someone regal, that's power. And you got to think that way to portray such imagery. You know, I've had you guys on my mind, you know, and just one brief second, if you don't mind. You know, my wife invited me to go somewhere, and I turned it down because I wanted to be here. And I don't like to miss time with my wife.
Same here.
You see, I feel lucky that I get time. You imagine your husband got to find time, the wife got to find time for him, type of thing. I think the point here is that at first, you know, it was something to look into. Second was like, maybe a step, maybe. But then something hit me further, and I brought my stuff.
Oh, wow.
And I hope that here on, from this point on, you can see what God's done in and through me. I can remember being that lost child. But as the writer said, yes, once lost, but now I'm found. And I'm here.
Yes, sir.
We'll continue to talk about it. I know you and I can talk.
Yeah.
Just right down the street from each other. Because I know she's an awesome artist.
Yeah, she's, you know, if she gets up, we got problems on with somebody.
Okay, that's all
all
right.
right. Normal stuff.
It's on the chair.
I'll put shit. I got you.
We'll put her right here.
So sorry to disturb everyone.
You filled out the form already.
I did. I'll do that.
Okay.
How you doing?
You need to get her a notebook. 'Cause I'm So, I'm sorry, can you tell me your name?
Tia.
Tia, okay. We're glad to see you, Tia. You don't have to be scared, we don't bite. Matter of fact, let me, I'll hand you this at the end because I want to talk to you a little bit more about it before I just put it in your hand. She won't know what it is. That's why I'm saying I'll talk to her.
I know. I told her about it.
Oh, you did tell her. Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me then. Let me pass this over then.
All right.
There you go, Tia. That's your own.
And then we'll get you a notebook and I'll get you a binder so you'll have also, just like everybody else, to collect your work in. We just got through talking about what our name is going to be, and the team name we agreed on is Lyrical Power. And so,
It's already on the website.
oh, you got it up there already.
Bang! See that? Technology.
Yes.
One can add to that. Power is about disclosure. Sometimes we hide behind the wall. We don't want to be seen. But when you embody power, it's like when I looked at your eyes when you walked in, you got an uncommon set of eyes. You know that, right? People have talked about your eyes. I know that. And you gave off your kind of power just through your eyes. Now, tell the folks, have folks talked about your eyes before? Saying something about those eyes? Yeah. And that's what she wants of all of us. She's asking us, and even Doc up here, disclosure, letting folks know that we are people with an agenda. Power to the universe. Okay? And like you have pretty much the same challenge. Not these eyes that disclose. And there's no question about you now. I could write a thesis on you. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so getting back to our the theme today is about family. We're talking about family today because we talked about ourselves and how to build up ourselves, and we went on to about positive, constructive critique. Now we're talking about the family, which is we're going to spend probably a couple of weeks on family because next week I want to show you guys something interesting because I know family is a hot topic today. What's going on in a lot of families today? You had that look on your face. But I promise you, you're not alone. Everybody has something within their family structure that they're dealing with. You're not by yourself. But as we were saying earlier, we want to teach you how to be a catalyst for change in your family and give you the tips and the tools in order